Guys, welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Hearts. Last time we began our trip into the final dungeon in earnest. This time we're going to take on this guy. But first, that bell. That bell reminds me of a song from Final Fantasy VII. I swear it. The bell and the music. Of course, now that bell has disappeared. But anyway, we'll fight this guy and then we'll move on. And we get more Demon Gig. I'll never complain about hearing this song. Last time we went over my party selection and why we have them here. This guy is Hate. Hate is darkness based with 7,000 HP. He has slightly more special defense and physical defense, can inflict a number of status effects, and Judgment Ring abnormalities. Now, the Crucifix is supposed to protect against the status effects, and I believe the ring abnormalities too, which makes it even better than I thought it was in my test run. So, there's that. Seraphic Radiance, come on out to play! As I said before, we're going to abuse the crap out of Kendall with wings here, and we're going to be using For Everyone. Oh, and I missed. That's not good. That's terrible. Why did I miss? Anyway, since it's darkness based, we're going to make ready use of Advent, because that's going to be our second best point of damage after Yuri. And Haley's just kind of here because your third character really doesn't matter all that much. Oh, by the way, seeing another upskirt shot on Alice reminded me. I'll put in the image that I have here of the black satin panties that I won't be able to show off in-game because it takes, 2 full playthroughs of the game. And, well, there's a reason why my test run does not work as the first one, and I will explain that later on. What are you doing here? You can activate... Where is it? The gold hourglass, which will help Yuri not only get off his ability here, but it'll also help us once the ability goes through and the Judgment Ring becomes 30% faster out of nowhere. This guy's got a few different abilities, none of which I'm super worried about, but at the same time, don't be too, reticent to actually heal. Alright. So we get this in, there's our buff, we'll now be able to do even more damage. And Yuri, well, Yuri could go for his magical abilities. In fact, he probably will on his next turn because I need to heal and, well, Alice is the damn DPS! I just love having Alice as my source of DPS. I also like hitting the ring, but apparently I can't do that very well today. Air shot is the best thing that Haley can do, unfortunately. And I went and hit the button too early.
I hate you.
Oh well. No biggie. 500 damage. Or at least rather it will be once I get things all set up here. And can actually, hit the Judgment Ring properly. Get that perfect in. I believe in the previous episode I was starting to talk about something and then I kind of got off topic and was doing a bunch of other things. So now is probably a good time to go over that. The seals that I've been using throughout the game. The seals have been a very useful thing that I've used throughout the game. I've used it to improve someone like Alice who has low physical defense. I've boosted hers up a little bit. I've increased Zhu Zhen's offensive potential and his speed, which has really helped. Everyone really got a taste of the speed in there. All of the strength-based seals that I got, however, they didn't go to the most obvious person, that being, Yuri. And the reason for that is, well, when Yuri fuses into Seraphic Radiance, and at these levels, he pretty much maxes out his stats anyway, so the only ones that I used on him were the luck ones, which would help him, I think, get higher critical hit chance earlier on in the game. Unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, because he's so powerful, I didn't have to waste the Seals of Strength on him, even though they would have been helpful, you know, at lower levels. So I've used all of those on Keith, actually. And I still can't hit the perfects because I'm... muscle memory, you know, as soon as I see that spot on screen, it's like, okay, that's when I press the button, and I instinctively do that. But, yeah, because this guy's got slightly lower physical defense, we can go for normal attacks. And with our normal attacks, we do even more damage. Mind's Eye plus Seraphic Radiance equals everything dies. It is ridiculously good. And it just turns a lot of boss fights into really, really easy, you know, things that you don't even have to pay attention to half the time. So yeah, like we rarely will need to heal and stuff like that. You know, with Haley in here, we do have to heal a little bit, but we had people that were up to Alice's level. You don't really need to heal too much. Are you dead yet? You're not dead yet, huh? Air shots. Hey, I managed to get one perfect before the fight ends. Cool. See, the thing is, Haley's not terrible. He's just not on the same level as, you know, somebody else. Yeah, I'm just going to go and finish this guy off because I didn't think he had much HP left anyway. I didn't know he was going to die on the first attack, but I figured if I did another normal attack, I wouldn't have to worry about my SP or healing or anything like that. For defeating this guy, we get our second 7th key in the game. There are only 2 of these, and Haley might actually get up to level 47. Wow. I do love this theme. Now, this is the second boss in here. It's also the second time you will see a cutscene if you are en route to the other ending. As we demonstrated earlier in this LP, I'm going for a specific ending. Those scenes, as well as what actually happens in the ending, will be shown off, just not right away, because I have to actually go back through and replay, you know, all of the final dungeon in order to do it. But I won't be doing any extra level grinding or anything. I'll just be burning straight to the end with the Mind's Eye and kicking the crap out of everything with Seraphic Radiance. Okay, we're back, and I've set up a new party. I forgot to switch your setup. Your setup's fine. I'll just leave it. Crucifix, Warlock's Earrings, Belt of Thor. Pretty much Eugene's best setup in my opinion. Monk Earrings still, Warlock Earrings, Crucifix for Haley. Those two should be sitting... Why is Haley in the front row? Stay in the back row, Haley. That's where you belong. Yeah. Let's move on. We're closing in on the end rather quickly here. If you plan on not fighting all the enemies and you just want to run straight through here, I would recommend using Keith over Eugene, but I'm going to run back to that save point and switch up my party at some point anyway. We have new music. Okay. Let's keep moving through the creepy new area with creepy new music. Admittedly, I like the other music better, but there's nothing wrong with this one either. What? I've seen that power before. Albert, what the hell are you up to? Oh, what? Now what? A space warp. Nope, that's not what it's called. It's called stupid bullshit is what it's called. It's called an invisible teleporter maze. No, I'm not kidding. And they put 2 different ones that lead different ways back to back all over the place. So get ready to have fun. especially if you don't have a map. If you have a map, it's not so bad. When I came here in my test run, I don't remember how I got through here. I probably did not get all the items, but yeah, this time we will be getting all the items. If you're following the map that's on GameFAQs, there is a warp maze map. It doesn't indicate one of the treasure chests, so just kind of be aware of that. It will be showing where this is. We can go back to the same place we arrived. Can't actually see with your eyes where it is. That's the big problem. If there was just like little icons on the thing, it's like, okay, we got a warp here like you do in like plenty of Star Ocean games, you know, sure, that's fine. I can deal with a teleporter maze. But when you don't show me where the triggers are, it's called a dick move. Anyway, it's like, it is a maze. What are you talking about? All right. So the first area we've gone to, we've taken Warp A. Now, if we go down, we go to the H area, according to this map. And if we go up, we go to the B. And B is where I would like to go. Oh. There's a heartbeat there. And the background's moving. I'm scared. Anyway. There are actually 2 warps here. You can only enter one of them from this side. Just kind of be aware, because we're going to be back on the other side of this room at a later point. This particular warp is, where my eyes don't work, is warp C. This takes us to this room. This is the main split path area. And I don't know, the reason for that is just it works out a lot easier to kind of go through this way. So we're going to go down here. Try and show off some new enemies. There we go. I like it. This one is probably the more interesting of the bunch. Red Cap has 2,000 HP. He's kind of like a mini-boss. In fact, he can use something we haven't seen in a long time, that being knockback. But yeah, he's one of the few enemies that Yuri can't one-shot in here, and he is fire-based. He has a lot less physical defense than special defense, but since we don't have anything better to do, we're just going to, at least with Zhu Zhen, we'll go for that. Now, Red Cap is from Anglo-Scottish mythology. He inhabits old battlegrounds of any place where substantial amounts of blood have been spilt. He's described as a short, thick-set old man with long, prominent teeth, skinny fingers, armed with talons, large, fiery red eyes, grizzly hair streaming down shoulders, iron boots, and a pike staff in his left hand. I have something that is water-based, do I not? Oops. He can use knockback if you're interested in that. He attempts to murder nearby travelers with and will soak the his cap with their blood, staining it red. Please use your other ability. Not that one. Now I gotta heal him. Thank you very much. Well, you can heal yourself. Or I can miss. That works too. Can I use that on him? I would like to see your other ability, because it's got a cool name. I don't know what it does, but whatever. At least we could take a look at it. The most difficult aspect, I guess, to this area is trying to remember where you are in between fights, just because it can be difficult to figure out. Alright, come on, use it. No, don't use normal attacks. Okay, the hell with this guy. He basically just did a normal attack against Zhu Zhen about 12 times in a row, so I quit, and he's dead. Because he apparently will not use his other ability. I'm not sure what it does, but yeah, this guy gets 10,000 experience. He can drop Talismans of Power, but for some reason I didn't get one this time. And now I gotta heal. Yeah, what a pain in the ass that guy is. I got plenty of things to heal with. Keep everybody all healed up. Alright, now back to... Come on, there's a pointer. There we go. So yeah, back to here. And I want to go, on my next one, I want to go to the L teleporter, which is up these stairs and to the left. And this leads us to this spot. Now, whatever way Yuri walks out of a teleporter is the only side of the area that you'll be able to explore. We get the Heretic's coat, which is for Yuri here. Let's take a look at some of the other armors here, second best armors that we'll have access to, and weapons and stuff. Not bad. No one has yet been able to put it on. Probably because it's hiding in this thing that was, I guess, underground, or... Come to think of it, where the hell did this place come from? Coat of the Sage. Alright. Short coat worn by highest rank of adepts. Cool. Without spiritual power, you cannot touch it. And the Sage Staff. That looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, that green thing on there, but I don't know. Kinda looks cool. Weapon of extreme power. And we've already seen your second best there, so that's fine. So now we're going to backtrack into here. If the game will let me. And there we go. So now that we're back here, we need to take the K exit out of here, which involves going down these stairs, and then up these stairs, and out this door. As I said, we got to the other side of this, and it was important to note that there are two teleporters right next to each other, because you'd think this would take us to somewhere we've already been. But no, it doesn't, because Yuri walked to the left this time, meaning we have access to the other side. We didn't have access to it before. Here, we have a hidden treasure chest that's not on the map that I was talking about, containing the third Mind's Eye, because this game wasn't easy enough. Yeah, they kind of go overboard with the amount of Mind's Eyes that you have access to in this game. It's kind of broken. And this time we want to go down here. And the reason we want to go down here is because this takes us to another treasure chest. We go up this direction. Alright, now we can go through this door, leading us back to somewhere we've already been. Can we... Yeah, I don't think we can actually get in... Oh no, we can get in that one. Never mind, that's fine. This takes us back to the beginning. It's not actually where I need to go, but yeah, that's fine. We'll do a bunch of warps. But yeah, you don't need to go back in here. We do need to go back up the stairs to the B area. And then we need to take the teleporter back to C. And from C, this time we want to take a different route. This time, let's see here, we want to go and take the shorter route over here to D, and this will also contain an item. This takes us to the other side of the opening path. As you can see, Yuri walks the other way. And we get the Talisman of Power. From here, let's see, we want to go the F route, which is down to the left here. Going up to the right leads to a teleporter that we don't need at any point, so just go this way. Now, underneath the bridge a little ways is a one-way teleporter back to the start of the maze, so you don't ever have to go there, but it's useful to have that ability if, for whatever reason, you need it. That would be Keith's second best weapon in the game. So we got that one, and now we want to take the N exit, which my eyes are playing tricks on me, are up these stairs. We take this warp here, which will lead us to the last treasure chest in the game. This is the final one. We have collected all the treasure. Another 5th key. From here, we just need to go to the left, and this takes us to the exit. Going forward leads us to a boss fight. If you want to go back once you've done all this and save and get everything all set up, which I would recommend, we need to do a little bit of backtracking. So I'm just going to show this backtracking on screen, since I've already shown the basic path to get here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to reset up my party. As I said, this is the emergency warp out eventually. And it takes us back here. So yeah, I'm going to go save and set some stuff up here. And I also want to show off the other couple of battles we have around here, which this is not one of. So, here we go. Some new enemies. Always nice to see that. These are Black Widows. They come in groups of 2, and they have 800 HP. They can inflict blind ring and SP lowering. They have perfect special defense, so you have to use physical attacks in order to take them out. They don't seem to show up very often for me. They are also darkness based, so there's that if you're interested in that. I'm going to double check that because I don't remember these guys being immune to special, but I could be wrong. We'll just use something, anything, just to demonstrate that, since I didn't remember it. But according to the wiki, they are immune to special. They are immune to special. That's good. Wiki's not wrong this time. I actually got a perfect on Haley's ring. That never happens. Cool. So yeah, crucifixes are nice pretty much throughout the final area. I would highly recommend them. But anyway, that fills out these ones. They can, if they're nice to us, we'll see them here. They drop Eye of Ouroboros, and fighting 2 of them gives us 1100 experience. If you need to grind at any point in the game, this would be it. And luckily enough, the next battle contains the Cockatrice, the last enemy we need to show off in the game, other than bosses. 900 HP, light base, perfect physical defense, so we must use special based attacks on them. Let's nuke them with Seraphic Radiance, why not? The Cockatrice, like the Basilisk from earlier in the game, has its own special thing. We'll use that and heal up at the same time, why not? Only a hit. But yeah, the Cockatrice is a serpentine monster with a rooster-like head that can petrify or kill you with a glance. In this case, this one can use petrification and paralysis. It is said to be created by being hatched from a cockerel, by a cockerel from an egg of a serpent or toad. And I didn't see how much damage that did, so corpse arm should be enough to kill them, I'm guessing. Should be enough. And they fall down. Alright, we're going to head back to the save point, and I'll show you a couple of things, and then I think we'll call it a day. They drop Fruit of the Yggdrasil, though they've abbreviated there for space reasons, I guess. And yeah, 12,000 experience for fighting those guys. Okay, we've made it back to the save point. Now, I do want to show off any of the other remaining items here that we haven't seen. The silver thread coat, if I haven't shown that off, and I don't think I have. So let's take a quick look at this. And it looks pretty nice. I like it. And what else? Margaret. We saw your rubber suit, did we not? Yes, we did. Okay. So let's see. Who else was still missing equipment? We saw all of, I think it's Zhu Zhen, so it should be just Keith that we have left to take a look at. So yeah, we saw both of yours, and so yeah, it's just the last item here. That looks pretty damn badass. Nice design of the like snake on the handle there. Very nice. No one can hold it, huh? But anyway, that's his second best weapon in the game. As far as who I'm actually going to be using, no, I want to say yes, thank you. Will be Haley and Keith. And the only reason I'm doing it is just, well, Keith is good for for an upcoming fight, and we'll use Haley because he's got level 47, which means he finally learned his last ability, which is Shock Max, which is actually non-elemental. So that'll be interesting. We'll show that one off as well. As far as what my equipment setup will be, do I need crucifixes for you? Yeah, I don't think so, but I don't really have anything better to give Yuri anyway. So we'll go with that. Demon earrings, belt of power, warlock earrings. You don't need the monk earrings anymore, so let's give you the belt of Thor. Alright, and formation. Haley keeps moving himself into the front row. Would you stop that? You're supposed to be in the back row. I don't know why that keeps changing. It's not like I'm reloading stuff or anything like that. Not exactly sure how that happens. Alright, so we're going to save, and then since we've collected all of the treasure in the game, except for the one, well, the one that we can't get in a single playthrough, I'm going to save here, and we're going to go back to London. I don't need to fight this fight. But yeah, I'll meet you back there. I've saved, so I'll just load up the save when we need to go back and fight the boss. Okay, we're back. Is there anything you need to know? Well, the pit fight ranking, we could look at this. I screwed up my timer somehow. I'm not sure how, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Tell you your rankings. And everyone has won 10 times in a row. Oh, just the characters in my active party. Okay, fine. Monsters we've defeated. 97%. The only ones left are the 3 bosses. And I will go and take a look at that. Treasure accumulated. 100% of the total. Incredible. What do you mean? So yeah, there's no reward for getting all the treasure in the game. There is a reward for getting all of the monsters in the game, but you can't do that in a single playthrough. So I guess it doesn't count toward this. It's the only one I won't be able to actually show off in game. But anyway, let's go into the library here, and I'm just going to go through these quickly. If you want to take a longer look, there's a pause button in the video. And this will account for all of the different enemies you can encounter in the game. Aside from the 3 that we, well, won't be able to access until we fight 3 more bosses. There is one more save point. We have not reached the final one. After the next boss there, we will be able to fight the... we'll fight that one. We'll get access to the final save point, save, and then it'll be time to finish up the game. It's not the longest game in the world, which is somewhat unfortunate because I think it's a really good game. But at least we get to have fun for the time that it lasts. I think there are over 120 of these, so I don't think I really have much else to say on top of that, so we're just going to cycle through the rest of these, and I think I'll sign off here. That's pretty much all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.